Hi Aquarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-August 2023 love reading. Thanks to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us is what I call the bridge and gap spread. And the way it works is I look at the past, present, and future energies between you and your main love interests. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight. That's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have Temptation. So this is the equivalent of the Devil in traditional tarot. So it could just be saying that in the past you might have actually had someone from your past possibly could have come back around, and that might have pulled you away from the connection with this person. For some of you, this might be the person that you were pulled away from another connection with, but either way, it looks like you might have been pulled away from one connection in favor of another in the recent past. And might have even been due to the fact that we have Venus retrograde currently in your opposite sign of relationships, so that could have brought some stuff up from the past around for you. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the High Priestess. So, to me, this says that even if we look at the body language there, we do see the back is turned, right, to the cards on the side. I feel like this is saying that intuitively they might have known that something was wrong. So, to me, this makes it a little more likely that this was the person you were in the connection with, and there was an external third party involved that might have pulled you away from the connection. Now, to be fair, given that Capricorn energy is your 12th house, might even just be saying that you might have been thinking about the person, not necessarily that you acted on it. But yeah, either way, I feel like this is saying, excuse me, either way, I feel like this is saying that their energy shows that they might have intuitively known that something was up in the past. All right, present energy on their side, or excuse me, on your side, we have the Five of Cups. So this is actually a Scorpio energy here, and if we look at the cups there, we see 3 cups filled, we see 3 lights on as well, which to me could represent bringing light to those 3 spilled cups. So yeah, at the very least, it looks like now in the present, there is some regret around the situation from the past. So wherever you're actually coming forward and expressing to this person that that's what happened, maybe you're being transparent with them, like, hey, someone from my past came back around, even, like I said, if you didn't do anything with them, you just thought of them or you spoke with them, but nothing physical happened, I feel like this could just be saying that there's some disappointment on your part around the way that situation unfolded. Present energy on their side, we have Justice. So this is actually the major arcana card for Libra, and it could just be saying that, again, similar to what I was picking up on there with the intuitive feeling. If we see here, they have the blindfold on, right? So I feel like this is saying that, you might actually know deep down that this person probably picked up on something anyway. But to me, this is that ultimately they know what's going on, right? So it's one of those things where with the Justice energy, it says that to them, it's going to be one of those things where they're going to more or less detach, right? They're not necessarily going to put too much emotion behind their thought as far as, okay, what was done was wrong, right? I feel like this is saying that they're going to take a very fair approach around the situation. So, take that how you will, right? So if you did step out, they're going to view that where they're going to balance the scales that way, or if it was more of a, hey, I just thought of this person, or they contacted me, I should have let you know that I was talking to them, right? Things along those lines. I feel like this is saying that they're going to have a very measured approach with you around the situation. All right, future energy on your side, we have tradition. So this is the equivalent to the Hierophant in traditional tarot, and it could just be saying that you might overcome those obstacles with this person, right, and actually find yourselves moving toward a more traditional, structured relationship in the future. Now we do see the names Romeo and Juliet on the card, so there could have been some element around it, right, where maybe there was disapproval, right? So, I mean, for some of you, like I said, it could even play out another way where this might have been the third party person that pulled you away from a connection you were in previously. But whatever the case may be, it looks like there might have been some obstacles that needed to be overcome in order for you guys to make this a more traditional connection. But it looks like you will be making an effort to do so in the future. and future energy on their side, we have the Page of Wands. So yeah, to me this says that ultimately with time, it looks like they will be open again, right, to trying to work on the romance between the two of you. So yeah, like I said, it's just one of those things where it seems like intuitively they knew something was up from the jump, and then maybe it comes down to the way you handle it with them, right? Maybe through your transparency and letting them know, hey, this is everything that went down. That might actually work in your favor, even if there is some time that it might take for the healing to take place. It looks like due to the fact that they seem to know something was up from the beginning, it seems like how you actually handle it from here is going to be important. All right, and bottom of the deck on your side, we have Triumph. So this is the equivalent of the World card in traditional tarot. So yeah, at the very least, this looks like it's saying karmically there's a big lesson that will be learned through this cycle. But again, with the energy of triumph, right, it says to me that there will be some success around the situation, but also a lot of learning through the situation. All right, and the bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Five of Wands. So, I mean, if we look at the energy there, interestingly enough, we see flowers here with the guy, just like we saw on the future position on their side. So for some of you, it could be as simple as this, right? Like, let's say you do step out on the relationship, let you know, okay, that's unacceptable, right? So maybe they might go out back into the dating scene for a while, let's say, right? Where they might entertain these other offers, but at the same time, we see the flowers behind the back, which to me represents the ultimate desire to be in a one-to-one connection, right? So it could just be one of those things where you guys might actually separate for a while, but it looks like you will be coming back together eventually. All right, moving on to your Oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Oracle cards deck here. Just looking for a single card from this deck. Almost have one there. Alright, so no cards are coming up, so what I'm going to do is just put the deck down and give me a few seconds and we'll just tune in and actually pull a card. Alright. We'll take this one here and get that out of the way. And next what we'll do is we'll pull a card from the Wisdom Oracle deck. Same situation as a single card here, and then we'll read the messages from both cards and after reading up with those. Oh, got one there. Okay, so first we'll see what you got from the Messages of Oracle cards deck. Alright, we have addiction. It says an addiction is affecting this relationship. So, interesting message there, right? Especially when we think about the temptation dynamic, right? Where that could point to many things. The devil card, like I said, in traditional tarot. And then even seeing the cups, right? So for some of you, let's say if there was drinking involved with the situation, right? Things along those lines there. So this could be the case for some of you. So hopefully that resonated. And let's see what we got here. All right, we have blessed. There's the artwork, and the number is 22. All right, so we'll see what this has to say. All right, the relationship message says you are moving toward a deepening of intimacy and a unique and sacred partnership. You are meant to make this connection. This union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty to the world. This is also a sign that, even more important, you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. So interesting message there, because for me, it seems like maybe it's one of those things where this could be a bit of a wake-up call situation, especially if this person does step away from the connection for a time, right? And that might be the realization that you need to say, okay, yeah, I really need to get this situation under control. But I'll also read the protection message as well, just in case that might resonate with some of you. It says, humility is called for now, as grace is an unearned gift. You didn't gain this by your own desires or actions. To be who you need to be, you can no longer do what you did. In a way, you have hit rock bottom, and what is required now is nothing less than total surrender. Then you will be blessed. So yeah, a bit of a heavy message there, but just because it does look like there is a bit of heavy energy here, and we saw the addiction card come up, I figured I'd read that. So hopefully that resonated with some of you as well. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.